Hi folks, for this episode of Dining with the Dean, we're headed over to the porch to meet with Juliana and Emily to talk about the Pitt Dance Marathon. Come on, let's go.
Thanks so much for coming. We love the porch. We come here a lot, so it's super exciting to get to eat with you here.
I've only been here once before, and the person I was having lunch with had the margarita pizza, and I was like, yeah, next time I'm gonna get
Next time
It's so good. It's also cute.
What is your favorite restaurant that you've explored, like in Pittsburgh in general?
Oh, in Pittsburgh in general, I would say that Bonfire
Okay.
on Carson.
Okay.
And there's a Thai place called Tie Me Up.
Okay.
Also on the south side. It's really, probably the best Thai food. Where are you guys from?
Both from the outside of Philly area.
Oh, I know, King of Prussia and...
Yes!
Wait, hang on, don't tell me the other one. Oh, Bucks County.
It was.
It was
It
Bucks
was.
County.
A+.
I lived on the other side of the, I lived on the New Jersey side
Yes.
of where that
Okay.
is. Yeah.
Okay, so then so what is the Central Jersey opinion? Do you believe Central Jersey exists?
Yes.
Somebody
Versus like north and south?
Yeah.
Yes.
I have one more margarita coming in
Perfect.
as well.
So they
Thank
can
you.
have those too. South Jersey
This looks
is
so fine.
truly
Thank you.
south. Like South
Thank you
Jersey
so
is
much.
is
Shore,
there's so much
outside of Philly.
like there's so like
Yes.
Vineland, AC, right?
Atlantic
That's
City.
right.
Thank you
that's
so
South
much.
Jersey. Thank you.
So are you a Wawa fan?
Sheets.
Sheets and Wawa.
Versus
Sheets.
Wawa.
Yeah.
It's so dividing.
Well, I like Wawa better.
You heard it here first.
This is a tell-all.
Yeah, this is a tell. Sheets versus
When you're
Wawa.
trying, in the beginning of the year, when you're trying to get everyone to know each other, you're like,
Yeah.
drop this bomb,
Yeah.
and then you walk
and
away.
then everyone explodes. It always starts conversation.
I might borrow it.
You should.
Yeah.
You should.
So fast forward. So tell me about. I have not been to PDM yet.
Many of our students haven't either. So
Right,
Don't worry.
right.
a good point.
So what do I expect when I get there?
my God,
What's the event like?
Yeah, so Pitt Dance Marathon Student Organization is the university's largest student-run philanthropy. The mission of the organization is to raise funds and awareness for the Children's Hospital of Pittsburgh Foundation. We have a ton of special events that range from a talent show, a fashion show, a kickball tournament that start all the way in the summer and culminate into our 12-hour dance marathon in the spring. So this year, the event will be on March 26, 2022, and it'll be from noon to midnight.
Expect colorful. I
So
think is
colorful.
the first word.
So much going on.
And expect the unexpected, because that's what we have to keep telling ourselves.
So there'll be like a big stage where there'll be performers coming in and out. During the first hour, there's so much, hype and excitement, and everyone stands up, and that's where they're like, all right, we're standing up and we're not sitting down until midnight. And what a dance marathon really is as much as it is 12 hours of dancing, it's really about celebrating the work that happened from the summer to the spring and to celebrate all of the money that was raised. So at the very end, with a couple minutes left of the event, we raise a total of how much money we've raised. And that moment is super cool to kind of see the culmination of all of the efforts. So there'll be speakers in the beginning, there'll be families that come and speak and like tell their story, and the kids will be like running around. And then we have like tons of tables with activities like making your own tutu. I think they're doing tote making, doing little crafts. Like we try and keep it so that people are never bored. Now obviously, it's 12 hours, so it's a big task.
That's an objective thing.
Yeah, but things to keep people engaged the whole time.
How many students are engaged in the planning portion of PDM?
We have a little over 100 staff members, I would say consistently each year.
Yeah, like a participant standpoint, there's, as of yesterday, the last time I checked, there was about 1,070-ish.
Homework?
I just check every day.
Out of habit.
About 50 times a day, and all of those people are separated into either like they register as an individual or they register on a team. So there's about 70 teams, and then those teams are supposed to like go recruit members to join, which I think is also like a really cool opportunity for people who don't want to see the internal side and like don't want 100 meetings every day.
I was gonna say, don't have the time.
Yeah.
Because that's a big part of any student organization.
Right.
And that navigation, the first or second year of school is like, what am I actually gonna do? What do I actually want to invest most of my time into? And we just happen to choose all of our time will be together. But not every student wants that.
I think speaking for both Emily and I, we both initially chose to get involved with Pitt Dance Marathon to find friends. I think everyone on campus is looking for some kind of community, and we took that leap during the activities fair to come up to the PDM table. And I actually remember the first meeting, I sat next to Emily and we didn't know each other, and now she's one of my best friends here at Pitt. And I think every year after that, the reason why we continue to stay in PDM changes, but what's centralized is the cause. And I think that's true to a lot of the people why they come to the event, they keep coming to the event, or they keep joining staff, is because they care so deeply for that cause, and they know that the need for philanthropy dollars is so important.
So, you're nursing students.
Yes.
Pretty demanding. Tell me how you're balancing all the work with PDM and the programming, and because it's not just the one-day event, right? It's everything leading up to it, and your studies and a social life and being a student.
Yeah. That's a heavy question. A planner. And laughing throughout the whole week. Like, there's not a day where I'm not like making fun of myself because I'm walking around campus with basically my apartment in a bag. Because that's what you do. You have lots of things happening in the morning for school most of the time for us, I would say, with clinical.
Yeah.
And then work can be some days too, because that's important as a college student too. And then classes happen in the afternoon most of the time for nursing students because of our clinical schedule in the mornings. And then the rest of the night is meetings. So if you don't have your apartment packed with you, I mean,
you can't survive.
You won't be able. No, we're just saying. But I think there's a balance of like surrounding yourself with people that are also not necessarily 100% doing the same exact steps as you throughout the day, but recognize that you're running around sometimes, and when you need to decompress, they're there to decompress with you too. Okay, so as we're boxing up, like, you're from New York, so how do you feel about putting things on your pizza?
Oh, what a great question.
I'm okay with putting things on pizza. I mean, I'm a purist, right? So that's my choice, but I'm not such a purist that I hate on folks who like to put stuff on their pizza.
Like, what about a pineapple and ham pizza?
Absolutely not.
Thank you so much. Yeah, no, that's an absolutely not.
But if people want to, I'm also very open to doing whatever makes them happy. And if pineapple and ham makes someone
your day.
do it.
Just not
Just don't serve it to me.
A margarita from Porch, please.
Very much interested in the margarita porch pizza.
It's so good. Literally so good.
Thank you so much. The majority of my day is meetings and planning and discussion. Probably not much different from your days, right? In classes and the classes and the meetings are sort of synonymous, right?
Yes.
And then less time for the fun stuff, but the fun stuff is always rewarding and a lot of fun and great to meet with students. And so I've learned in this role that you really do need to schedule time with students because the days can pass by. And all the work that I do is for students, but you want to spend time with students.
Yes.
I'm so glad that I joined the team. I'm so glad that I'm here. It's been
We're so glad
pretty exciting.
And we're so glad that we got to
I know.
have lunch, dinner. It is really cool. And I think it's so nice to be able to talk to people in leadership positions because, I think some people in other universities, like, they don't have this fluidity between leadership and students, and it's so nice that we get to be able to do that.
It's awesome.
And get meals out of it.
And get a meal, a free meal, right?
meal.
I hope we're paying for it.
I was gonna say, I think 75% of the people that are gonna show up on March 26th will be new. And that is super exciting. So if you're one of those in the 75%, I think come in with this idea that you're gonna not sit for 12 hours, but know that you're gonna take away so much more than just not sitting for 12 hours. Also know that the whole day is surrounded by what you've been fundraising for, and that's super exciting because you'll get to kind of see all those cause connections come out.
I remember watching in 2019 from a bird's eye view and seeing everyone dance together, and it was so cool to see like literally 1,000 college students dancing together for something that was like far bigger than themselves.
I think it's cool to think that we all hail to Pitt every single day, but on March 26th, we're all gonna hail to kids.
Yes!
And I think that's so true though. It is really true. And it's really exciting that we're gonna be able to do that in person with the live stream option too.
Exactly.
For the first time in a while.
I think it's a great way to end this. That's wonderful.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you.